Hello, and welcome to another episode of Wheel of Horror, the podcast where two best friends spin a wheel once a week. It chooses the horror film and they discuss it. Today, we're talking 1989's Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, which was directed by Dominique Othenin Gerard. Happy Halloween, and I'm your co host, Alec.
Happy Halloween, and with us again is Matt Banever. Matt, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited that we're all dressed up and got the memo.
Yes, if you are only listening, you should probably check out the video. We are doing costumes. Matt definitely is winning this. He's Ghostface, but
He's scary movie
he's scary
Ghostface.
movie Ghostface. So he's got the tongue out like, what's up?
What's up?
Eric is Jason if he was watching South Park Jason fan. And I'm hipster deer guy. So
Did you ever do that deer lost in headlight thing with your girlfriend or something? With like the girl wears the headlights and you're the deer lost in headlights. Is that way you have that?
oh shit, I should have done that. No.
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 Well, there
But
you have the mask.
I do. No, yeah, I don't know why.
I always thought that was so corny, but hey,
Well, Matt definitely wins this one. They're probably
Matt
gonna come
wins.
off
10
so
points for Matt.
you can hear
Yeah,
us a
yeah.
little
Let me
bit
lift it
better.
up an inch. Yeah.
But yeah, so if you're watching, we have our costumes on. If you're just listening, you're gonna be hearing us talk about a masterpiece here.
Fucking hate this movie.
This movie was so bad.
This is one of this is like one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. Like this
Oh my,
movie is
Honestly, guys, if I gave my mom enough money, I know she could make a better Halloween movie than this.
I could be.
I'm gonna go that far.
yeah, your mom definitely probably could. And Matt looks like Darth Sidious now. Darth Matt.
I'll just talk to you guys like this.
Love it.
You look scary, dude, with the beard. It actually looks pretty scary. Um,
Something dark side.
but this is actually kind of exciting because at this point, we only have three Halloween movies left to cover. We have Resurrection and the Rob Zombie ones, and then that's it. So, and it's actually even funnier too, Matt, because you came in and you did Friday the 13th Part 5 with us, and now you're doing Halloween Part 5 with us. And you're traditionally, if I remember correctly, you're
You're a
not like a
fiver.
huge fan of these franchises. Like you haven't seen all of them, right? Of either one?
I was so lost going into this movie. I was like, who is this little girl?
Wait, you didn't see four?
No,
Oh, good Lord.
I've
Yeah.
only ever seen the first one.
You must have hated this.
Oh, it was tough to get through. Like
Four is
literally,
actually
I
good.
I was like texting people. I was like, how am I still watching this movie? Like it's so bad.
I thought you'd stop talking to us.
Yeah, it was. I was pretty upset with my choice. But like I had seen something recently on TikTok or Instagram talking about the Halloween movie timelines.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
there's like
it's all over the
five
place.
Yep.
timelines in this because
Yep.
you've got the original, then it's like one, two, three.
No, no,
Then
it's not even three. Three's its own.
okay, so
Yeah.
that's what it was. So I thought five was its own, which is why I
Mm,
picked it because I was like, oh, I want to see this weird one.
I don't know.
But then it was
You're
like so integrated to the other ones. I was like, what?
This is technically the thorn,
All
whatever
right, I'll do it really
parts.
quick. So this has been referred to as a choose your own adventure kind of franchise. Okay, so the way it goes is there's one, two,
Hmm.
four, five, six. Okay, so that's one timeline. Then there's one, two, seven, eight. That's one timeline. The Rob Zombie ones are its own thing. Halloween 3, Season of a Witch, is its own
Own
thing. It's
thing.
completely separate. Then there's the new timeline, which is just one, and then the new
Halloween
trilogy.
2018
Yeah.
and kills and ends.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of them. Basically, most of them go one, two, and then kind of deviate, but the new series ignores two. So this one that we're watching is part four of the original series.
Yeah.
Um, it's a lot. It is very confusing.
But it goes to show the fans don't really care. Like, just
Yeah.
start over. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like Terminator in a lot of ways. Terminator kind of does shit like that too. But yeah, Matt, if you watched part four, you would probably like this a little bit more, but not much. It's still fucking sucks. I mean,
Oh
like,
yeah,
I mean,
this
it
is
kind of ruins four. I thought four was good. I
yeah,
really liked four.
yeah.
this
This
one just
movie's
was just
trash.
a poorly made movie. There was
I
just
don't
so
even
many
think
like
I've read they didn't have a finished script when they did this.
Yeah, so the fourth one ends on a cliffhanger, Matt, where basically it shows the beginning of the fourth one at the beginning, or the end of the fourth one at the beginning of this one, where Michael Myers is getting shot and then thrown down that thing. But what happens at the end of the fourth one is he passes the evil on to that little girl. The little girl is his niece. That's Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter. Okay, so and she dies in a car crash in this timeline already.
She's out of the picture in four. She's
She's
not in it.
dead. Yeah, she's supposed to be dead. So then the little girl is the niece, and she takes a knife and stabs her stepmom at the end of the first one. You're like, oh, the evil's transferred. This one picks up a year later, and she's in like a child asylum or whatever. Her step parents are like on vacation or something. And now, but I gotta say, it's so funny, the beginning of this movie. The beginning of this movie
It's
is like
out of control.
it's just him getting shot to shit by like the town. He falls down a mine shaft. They throw dynamite down there. He like falls like lazy rivers his way into like this like camp or whatever. And this guy's got this parrot, takes him for a year,
yeah.
and then just like
Doesn't call a hospital. Doesn't
no,
like.
doesn't do anything. And
So
also,
this guy's just sitting there for a year.
what is he cleaning Michael's ass for him when he shits and
Yeah, I know,
like giving
right?
him like food and stuff for a
Yeah.
year? And he's like,
The
"Shut up,
best
parrot."
Yeah, the best part about like when he was floating down the river was that you could see the actor kept hitting stuff like
Rocks and
he was
shit
like trying to
and
do like the
logs.
Aragorn float and he just like kept like hitting stuff and like getting stuck.
And that
And
was
I was
one
like,
shot, one take, no
yeah,
doubt.
it was like, oh, okay, this is the
He
quality.
must have been waterboarded wearing the mask the whole time too. Like
Oh yeah, trying to breathe in that mask. That's immediately where my first thought went. Also, like this
it's
actor
horrible.
definitely tried to sue afterwards.
But it's like even the plot, like obviously the production's insane, but the plot of it is that we're supposed to believe that this like hermit finds him. You're right, Eric, doesn't call the police and is like, I'm gonna just keep this guy alive indefinitely. He doesn't know he's gonna wake up in a year. So he's
Yeah,
just like, I've got feeding tubes in him. I'm
yeah.
cleaning his bed.
He's
I'm
like, "You're
bathing.
my friend. Hi,
Yeah.
friend."
And then 1 year later.
Keeps him in the mat. Does he keep him in the? No, he puts the mask on. He takes the mask
He
off
takes
him.
the mask off and he puts it like on the thing because when he wakes up he grabs it and he's like, oh good. But then he just kills the hermit, the guy that
Yeah.
was keeping
Yeah,
him
dude, he owes
alive.
him like 12 months rent right there.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this as a kid and even that being like,
It's
that's
so
pretty
bad.
insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll say I was obsessed with Halloween and I think I watched this one in eighth grade and I liked four and then this one was like, what happened? This was the first one where I'm like, all right, this is really bad. But
Yeah. So the whole movie pretty much revolves around the young girl, Jamie.
yeah, and she can't talk,
Yeah.
In
apparently.
this one, not in the
Until she can.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
She
so
can.
she's like traumatized from the last movie. So now it's like, hey, you know, it'd be interesting to do with our protagonist. Let's put her in a hospital and not allow her to speak.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
biggest thing that I kept thinking about the whole movie was Dr. Loomis needs to be canceled. Like the way he was
Hitting
around
kids
that
almost.
girl.
He's like 1 inch away from hitting children.
He's like when he's like on the bed, he's just like 2 inches away from her face the
Yes.
whole movie, and he's just like all on her. I was like, bro, you need to get canceled. Like, if
Yeah,
anybody needs to be
boundaries.
me too'd, it's Dr. Loomis.
He's screaming at a mute child, literally,
Yeah,
the
it's just
whole
like
movie.
so uncomfortable the whole way. And not even when he's not screaming at her, he just like comes in and just like she's like sitting there and he's like
Yep.
inches away from her face. And he's just like, tell me. And she's like, I can't speak. I can't even scream, bro. I'm hooked up to all these electrodes. She was like, yeah, that was like, I just was like, don't let this man in the room again. Like, this is
Yeah, seriously, he needs to be locked up.
that was the scariest part of this movie. It's like how this old man was gonna interact with this girl.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about the scene way later when it's like just that kind of creepy cop too. He's like, "You're a brave little girl," and then like Dr. Loomis just comes in and they shut the door. I was like, that child needs like a woman present. Like what?
Yeah.
Those two guys, I don't
If
feel
any,
comfortable.
yeah, if any set needed an intimacy coordinator, it's Halloween 5.
Dude, Donald Pleasance, if you watch these movies, like if, the series in order or whatever, he progressively gets more and more like insanely unhinged. And he is just like, by this point,
Cash in checks. Just cash in the
but
check.
the
You know,
character, dude, he's crazy in this
He's
one,
not the
Eric.
same. He's not the same.
No, in the first movie, he's like this poetic, like, traumatized guy, but he's like, I've got a mission. This one, he's like, why are you hiding him? And like,
He yells at kids in the first one. He yells at, "Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away!" But like, he's very reserved. He's very calm, and
yeah,
that's what Dr. Loomis is. Even through all the chaos, he's calm. This
yeah.
is just he's off the rails in this movie.
Well,
yeah.
Matt, were you confused why he has like half a Freddy Krueger face?
Yeah, I had no idea. Like, I think three-quarters of the way through the movie, he like said that he was burned at one point, and I was just like,
You never
"Oh,
saw
okay.
two?
What?
You never saw Halloween two?
No,
Okay, so Halloween 2 it's the same night as Halloween 1. So it
Oh
takes place
man.
the same night, and at the end of it, they like turn all these gas pipes on or like helium tanks, and then they lights a match and they both blow up.
Yeah,
And
he sacrifices himself to take out Michael with like tanks of propane or flammable gas,
yeah. And
and
they both survive that somehow.
no one would survive that
No,
explosion if you watch the
if
movie.
you watch the movie, Matt, you're like, what? Like the
yeah,
entire building like explodes, and then Loomis is like, I've got this little piece of
He shows up in four, and he's just like, "I survived," and like he's walking with a cane, and
yeah,
The other thing I love that they introduce in the first scene too is Michael's tattoo. He's got this tattoo on his wrist
The Sam Hain
that
tattoo.
they
Yeah,
never acknowledge again in this movie, and it plays a huge part in the next one. But they're like, let's just like sprinkle this in here randomly, and then
yeah. It
whatever.
was like on a painted on a wall at one point. I saw
Yeah, it's the Cult of Thorn symbol, and it comes. The next movie is like a cult movie, and it explains like Michael Myers' origin and all this stuff. But this one is like in the last one he returned. This one it's his revenge on I don't know who
I guess
specifically.
his niece.
Yeah, the whole movie is he's trying to kill Jamie. That's like the whole movie. So everybody else that he kills, I'm like, this is unnecessary.
It's all cops. It's mostly
It's not just
cops.
cops. It's so many teenagers, dude. He spends half the movie following that Tina girl and her boyfriend, and I'm just like, who?
Yeah,
Why do you care about these? And then he tries to
ridiculous.
kill the little stuttering pirate kid. I'm like, why do you care about him?
it.
Like, go.
Dude, that chase scene in the car through the woods like went on for so long.
It's
Yeah.
the best. It's so
It's like just
stupid.
walk in front of a tree. Like stop looking for the path where a whole car can go through.
What do you think about when the car hits the tree though, and it's just like
Yeah, like
immediately.
Fast and Furious, like erupts. That car hit a tree at like 12 miles an hour and atomic bomb exploded.
That's the
Like,
budget
and
right there for
yeah,
this movie.
yeah, I kept waiting for the why he was killing those kids. And
Cohesiveness. Any bit of cohesiveness this whole movie.
yeah,
It
I
didn't
was just like, all
exist.
right, why are you killing this blonde girl? Who is she? And then
Well, that's I hated that part. The blonde girl is a main character, the main aside from the younger sister.
In the fourth
yeah,
And
one.
in the fourth one, and they kill her off. Also, they change her character into this ditzy blonde. And
uh,
like who like shows off her legs and all this stuff and I'm like, what? That's not her. She's like so reserved too. And then they just kill her off in like the first 10 minutes.
yeah.
Big
See,
big
so me
mistake.
going into it, like not knowing, I was just like,
Yeah.
why do we care about this girl so much? And now she's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big mistake. And also, that's the little girl's stepsister. So she's like, yeah, she is like
She
the
a
main
main
character. Yeah,
character in
yeah.
the fourth one.
Yeah, it really sucks. They kill her.
She
And then
was like the last girl aside from the sister, the young girl.
they replace her with like the most obnoxious girl in the
What was
world.
her name?
That
Tina?
Tina, the like
Yeah.
brunette
Oh
girl,
God.
that girl sucks. Her
Yeah,
And she dates
boyfriend,
a guy named Michael,
so
who's
stupid.
been worse than Michael Myers.
Yeah, yeah. This movie's characters are atrocious, and
It's
even the characters that you like Loomis, he's horrible in this one too. So you're just like, this
it's
is
yeah,
a
there
whole,
wasn't
everything
one
sucks.
there wasn't one person I was like rooting for.
yeah,
One. There
it's
was every single character docked
yeah,
in
it's
a
bad. It's
horrible way.
bad.
I'm just hoping for like 10-year-old Danielle Harris to save the movie, and
Yeah.
she can't even do it, and it was just bad.
She can't
Yeah.
talk. Like Loomis is a nutbag. Everybody's
Well,
acting.
wait.
What?
Well, we got to get into like the absurdity of this movie isn't just how bad it is cinematic. It's like these choices that they made.
Yeah.
Like when the two cops come out of the house and that music,
Womp womp womp. I felt like I
like
was watching
what
Doug.
was that music?
Dude, it's so bad.
I literally thought my phone went off and it was like something else. I was like, there's no way this was in the movie. These two cops come out like the most
It's a piece of shit, Matt. It's
slapstick
a piece of shit
buddy
movie.
cop. They come out and they're like, cop one to cop two is like, what are you doing? We're just checking things out, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, womp, 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 womp.
And like,
And
we
it's
don't
like,
know how to use our guns.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. They literally said, like, we're terrible cops. And it's like, wait, why? And then they only played that music one other time. And it was like a
Yeah.
quick little womp, womp, like a sitcom.
The only thing I thought about this, Matt, because a lot of people talk about this, the only thing I can think of is that they were trying to like be like cops are idiots. Like that's what they were trying to like convey. But the thing is, later in the movie, when they're like the SWAT team in front of the house, so like, like position one to position two, it's like copy, keep the radio silent, like chatter silent or whatever. I'm like, okay, they seem
Yeah.
pretty capable there, but they're trying to make these two seem like morons. So I was like, okay, now I genuinely don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's
yeah.
one of the worst decisions like in movie history, and it like hurts this movie even more if that's
It,
possible.
it, it was truly like,
Bad decision after
it,
bad
it
decision.
was like the nail in the coffin of like, this is how this movie is going to go.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
only thing that I did like it from a creative point was there was one point where the little girl's running through that like asylum that she's in, and the camera was low, like at her angle. So you got to imagine like the camera guy's like bent over to keep it at like eye level with her,
yeah,
because so many of these horror movies, like the camera's like in their face, and
Yeah.
when a normal adult, like that's fine. But I thought it was cool to like not pan it down like as she's a little girl running around, just bring it
Bring it
eye
down to her
level.
level. Yeah.
I did think that was, it's 13 seconds
They
of
took
this
that from
fucking
Leprechaun.
movie.
They took that from Leprechaun.
That was the only
I'm
thing
kidding.
that I was like, that was a cool choice. But then she like immediately runs into like that pipe that's like blasting hot air in the middle of the hallway. And it's like, well, what was that for? And she just
Alec,
stands there like screaming, and hot steam is like raining down.
the movie's nuts.
that's when she's getting chased by the janitor, right? And she like, and the guy's
Yeah,
like,
she
"What are you
thinks it's
doing
Michael.
down here, little girl?" And like, she's like, "Stop! Why are all these old men always touching me?"
Yeah, literally.
Pretty much.
Her great idea was to hide under the light. Like
Yeah, and
she
it's just like,
literally like crawls up underneath the light. But
yeah,
okay, there were two parts where I laughed. One was what I think, Alec, you said is your favorite line.
Yes, I was literally going to bring this up. We were texting like I have a favorite line of this movie.
But there was another scene, something happened, and I screamed. I was laughing so hard. So, Alec, I want to hear what your line is.
all
What's the
right,
line? Can I
uh,
guess?
all right, guess, I'll tell you.
Is it Cookie Woman?
It's Cookie Woman. When cause just seeing like how this
An
is all
established
transpiring.
actor.
Yeah, it's
Like
just
a
like you got
trained actor.
a girl who can't talk, who's like having a seizure, a boy who's having a stutter, and they're like trying to like telephone this to like a British thespian, and he's just like, Cookie Woman. And he's just like,
Yeah.
I literally couldn't keep it together. I was like, he has fallen so far from like he had the devil's eyes to like Cookie Woman. Like and they immediately are like, oh yeah, the big tit cookie woman on like Main Street. And they like all know it immediately. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Oh
I
God.
was like, wait, what? We're getting there? Like,
It's so bad. Okay, I'm sorry. Was that yours, Matt, or no?
no, mine was when she goes into when she's trying to get away from Michael Myers, and she crawls into the laundry duct, and
Yeah.
he's like coming at her, like stabbing her, like she's like barely clinging to life at this laundry chute, and gets in there, and she slides down the laundry chute immediately into a locked door. Like the camera shows the
Yeah, the
outside.
shakes.
Like she just like breaks both of her legs like, so fast into this like
The
locked
movie's
door.
fucking so
You're right.
crazy.
It
Dude,
would be like
I was crying. I literally had to like pause the movie. It was like it was truly like that scene should be in like The Hangover or something like comedic genius. Like, oh my god, like the stakes were so high, and she slides so fast.
Yeah, dude, she broke her legs. She snapped an
Her
ankle.
legs,
She
easily
snapped
both
an
of them.
yeah,
ankle.
because it like curves at the end, and I can't even imagine like her like going down like a slide into just like a straight steel wall, and her legs just like fold in, and
Oh,
then
that's so
Michael
funny.
like walks downstairs and just like starts stabbing
And
it.
she's screaming because she's like,
That's
my
what I'm trying to
leg.
think.
Oh my god, I like that part. I
That
like,
scene should be preserved in the
oh,
Museum of Modern Art, Alec.
no, dude,
uh,
It's
it was
insane.
literally like, all right, you can definitely tell, like, kind of like to your point about the script not being done. They were like, what if we do this? Okay, she's in the shaft. I like it. And then what? She slides down to get away from him, and then somebody's like, the door should be shut. And I'm like, what do you mean?
yeah.
And they're
My
like,
legs broke. My
they're
legs
like, just
broke.
shoot it from the outside. And this like laundry chute just like pops off the wall with the
Yeah.
force that she hits the fucking.
It's insane. This movie
It's so true. Oh my
Oh my
God. There's
god.
another part though that's kind of equally as funny, and it's at the very end when Daniel Harris is in the attic and she's like, Uncle Boogeyman? And he's just
Yeah.
standing there, and then you just see the tear, and she's like,
Yeah.
let me touch it. And then the second she gets up there, he's like, and he like flips everything and just starts stabbing
Yeah.
nothing. You're like, oh,
He just
Eric,
like throws the coffin,
Eric,
and
like
she's
at
like,
this
what the
point.
hell?
we've
You're
Like,
given
such
up.
a
oh,
Michael Myers fan, though, Eric. To like
Yeah, yeah.
see from one to this, where he's like, "Rah, rah, rah," and he's like a tears coming. Like, it's such a downfall.
and
Yeah.
that mask is so cheap.
It's so bad.
Like,
They
This is
gave
a
up.
real
They gave up
movie.
here. They gave up here, no doubt.
No, you're right though. Like Matt, the first when we see the over the shoulder shot of him, I don't even remember what he's looking at, but it's like not even in his jacket. It's like on the
it's
outside.
like all
They're,
huge.
they're like, don't worry, that we're looking from behind. They won't see anything. It's like it doesn't even look like it's on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like that weird, that really the sexually charged scene where Loomis was like, "Come with me," and he's like grabbing Michael's boob, and Michael like turns his head, and the mask barely turns, like because it's all loose.
Yeah.
It's a fever dream. But
It's so bad.
doesn't Loomis like have a heart attack and like land on Michael on top of Michael?
He
And
has
like
a
it's kind of a
stroke.
sexual position.
Well, he
Yeah,
has a stroke at the end, so and he survives. He's in the next one too,
Well, yeah,
Matt.
but we didn't know that in this one.
No,
We
you
thought he died.
don't. You
yeah,
don't.
but
You
that's
don't.
also, yeah, like the big ending is like Loomis brings him into a room, somehow drops like a chain link like
Yep.
Yeah.
net on top of him.
Trap.
Yep.
Like,
I want to
how
see
did,
how. Yep. I want to see him set that
yeah, how
up.
But
did he
before
get
that,
that?
he's using the little girl as bait. Like,
Yeah,
come get her! I got her! Come get
and
her!
then
And it's like, what?
Michael's
And she
like
must have
covered in
been
the, yeah, Michael's like covered in chains, and then Loomis just starts like batting at him like
with a two
a
by four.
pinata.
Yeah.
Like it reminded me, you two will appreciate this. It reminded me of that episode. It was like one of the 3 episodes of South Park I've ever seen, but it's where I think it's Cartman is like in a boat out in a lake, and he
Yeah.
says, "I'm gonna kill you," and he takes like a plastic bat
The
and just
whip of
starts
all. Yeah.
Oh
The,
yeah,
hitting the
where they
the
guy.
do where
toilet
they do
paper.
the Godfather 2 scene with Fredo,
Yeah.
and
The
instead
toilet
he's just
paper
hitting him
one.
with a hitting
That
him with a
is the
wiffle ball
same
bat.
force that he's like
Yeah.
hitting Michael. He's just like tapping. He's just like die. He like stops to take a
He says,
breath,
only a
and then
couple
he
more
like goes,
hours. Only a couple more hours until you're dead.
yeah,
Well, maybe you guys being 90s kids, did you guys notice the sound that that like trank gun sounded like? It sounded
yeah,
like it sounded like GoldenEye. It sounded like
yeah,
the bullet shot shooting from GoldenEye. It was the same sound effect. I swear to
yeah.
God.
Was it a
I also,
PP7?
yeah.
Whatever gun you use in GoldenEye, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also love that he didn't need to reload it. He's just firing off darts.
Well, that's been in all the Halloween movies.
Well, Eric, did you notice too when the cop is shooting at Michael, he's got a revolver. I counted it's 10 shots. I was like, that is impossible. Yeah, so it's a mess. Also, it's my boy, the cop at the end who's like, "You're a pretty little girl," or like whatever he says to her. He's that cop.
He's like
You're
a
like cheering
10-year-old.
for him.
That's that's the principal from Twin Peaks who
Wow.
announces Laura Palmer's death. So I just want to give a shout out to my boy from
Twin
Twin
Peaks.
I
Yeah, big Twin Peaks guy.
Peaks.
I didn't do much like diving into this movie like I normally do because I
Please
just
don't.
don't
Please
fucking
don't.
care. But I will say I went on to IMDb to see the little girl if she had been in anything else.
Oh,
Oh,
And
on.
she's in Boy Meets World. She's in a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
she's in
Urban
the Rob Zombie
Legends.
Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
She's Annie, I think, in that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric
yeah.
has a huge
Oh,
crush
I
on
have such
her.
a crush on her.
Yeah.
Not in this movie when she's older.
Yeah, you're not the cop.
Actually, it's funny. I submitted a video to her podcast. I got to look it up to see if she answered my question. I think she might have. So I haven't
Oh.
had time to watch it, but I'll put that on our Instagram. But the guy got back to me and said like, yeah, yeah, I'll throw this in front of Danielle. Yeah, she's one of my childhood crushes from Boy Meets World, though, the episode where she played TK. Yeah.
I'll have
What
to look.
about from the fact or what was she in the faculty or Urban Legend? What was she
Urban
in?
Legends.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
in Hatchet as well.
Yeah,
Hatchet
she's a
2.
huge horror actress now, Matt.
Yeah, she's a total scream queen.
All
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
They
Yeah.
did her
I'll look.
dirty
I,
though in the sixth one, Halloween 6.
yeah.
They do her dirty hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually, Matt, just so you know, this is part of something called the Thorn trilogy. So
That's
four,
what I
five, and
said.
six.
I
No,
said that.
I know, but I'm just like I'm expressing like the four, five, and six. So you're watching part two of the trilogy right now.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so it is very confusing.
Yeah, this is their Empire Strikes Back.
This is their yeah, no. The fourth one's definitely the best one, but
Yeah, no, the fourth one you should watch. You might, after watching this one, and if you watch that one, you might be like, this is a good Halloween movie.
yeah, that
Yeah,
one's
I'll like
better.
it more since the bar.
You'll love it 10 times more. And you'll
Yeah.
know, and you'll be like, that movie is even worse than I've ever
Yeah.
thought of. But
There's a couple other crazy things that we need to talk about we haven't touched upon yet, but the Man in Black thing, like
jeez Louise, we forgot even to talk about that random shit. Where
Literally.
the hell did that come
What?
up?
Yeah, like he just like comes out of the bus, like steps on a dog,
It
and you
reminded me
just
of
never see him
Goosebumps.
again.
It reminded me of
Yeah.
Goosebumps when like R.L. Stein's like walking in. He had like the
So
R.L.
you
Stein
know
look.
what I thought? I thought that that was the real Michael Myers, and that up until this point in the movie, the one we had been watching was an imposter. Because I
Mm.
was like, there's no way he's this bad.
Okay, I like that. I like
Yeah, so
that.
like that's literally where I thought the movie was going. I was like, oh, maybe this is the real Michael Myers and he's gonna like kill this imposter because you see, and then there's that part at the party where the kid dresses up like Michael Myers, and I was like, oh yeah, see, there's like imposters. So I
Right.
was getting way too into it, and it was not that.
That's a great idea. I mean, even in the second one, there's Ben Tramer who dresses up like Michael Myers on the during the first one, and they think they
Yeah.
kill Michael Myers in the second one.
This is absolutely crazy though that somebody would dress up like Michael Myers in this movie. Like
Oh, cancel. That
the
town would like that's like showing up as like I don't even want to say it out loud.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
basically this we're supposed to believe is these people are dressing up knowing that the town is aware there's a serial killer in town. That serial killer killed like 20 people the previous Halloween and then in 1978 killed a bunch of people and then in 1963 killed his sister and they're like, "Let's dress up like him and go in front of the police." It's like you are trying to get shot. Like what are you
literally.
doing?
It's
How
kind it's similar to people dressing up like Dahmer when that Netflix series come
Nah,
out. It's like,
I
don't dress up like
don't do
him.
that, but this is even crazier, dude. This
Yeah,
is your
in the
town.
town.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like 2004 going as Osama bin Laden in New York City.
yeah,
Like what are you
basically.
talking
yeah,
about?
no, you're not wrong. I was gonna say something even worse, and I'm glad I didn't. But
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's insane. Like the fact that these kids are laughing the whole time about this. But yeah, back to the Man in Black though. So yeah, he comes off this Greyhound bus. I'm like, why don't you have a car? Like, what the fuck? Where did you get
Yeah.
these? What were you like on the bus with everybody? Like,
Who was
what
sitting
is this?
next to you?
Yeah.
Like,
And then you get off and just kick a dog, and then yeah, you're right, Matt. We don't see him for another 45 minutes. We're like, was that
Yeah.
supposed to be in the movie? Like, what was
You're
that?
right. Yeah. Like, is
Um,
this a trailer for another movie? Like, what are we doing here?
So then at the very end, like we already talked about, Michael Myers gets shot by the tranks. Loomis like passes out on him, and then he's in the jail. And we see Michael. They let him keep his mask
chains.
on
Oh my
in the
God.
jail. Like what the fuck? Like the cops would be like, take this fucking idiot's
We're
mask
gonna
off.
hose you down. We're gonna
Yeah,
hose you
they're not gonna
down,
be like,
dude.
let him wear his mask. Like, this is
Yeah,
like,
like bend over and lift your sack.
He misbehaves if he doesn't wear his mask. Yeah.
so yes.
He doesn't need his oatmeal if he doesn't wear his mask. Or like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
So he's in this jail and he's playing with chains. He's like, meh, meh. And then
Oh
all of a
God.
sudden, it's like the Man in Black has just been wandering around town the whole time. We like, what is he doing? Hanging out at the fucking Haddonfield bar, like doing shots. Like, what has he been doing all day?
Trick or
Then he,
treating.
yeah, trick or treating, yeah. And
What
then,
has he been doing when Michael was living with a homeless guy
right, for a
for like a
year,
year?
yeah, he's like, don't worry, like there's some fucking hermit who's been keeping him alive. Like he's good. So yeah, so they break him out of jail in like this Terminator-esque kind of way. The Man in Black goes in, murders like 20, all the cops in the building.
Yeah.
Everyone.
This random dude just goes in there and then like throws a grenade and blows the entire door off, and Michael's out of there, and you're just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? So that is insane. And Matt, you've seen the first one. Do you want us to spoil who that character is or no?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Do you remember in the first movie when Loomis is just like, well, how did the hell did he drive a car? Somebody around here must have taught him or something like that. That scene in the first one, the guy he's talking to, that's that.
Smith's Grove's like
Yeah,
president or
so you
whatever.
find out that the cult was actually the Smiths Grove people that were keeping an eye on Michael as a kid. So that guy from the first movie, I think his name is Dr. Wynn, I think, he ends up becoming the Man in Black or whatever. And it's whatever, it's stupid. But
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's in the next one, it's a mess. But
Paul Rudd. Yeah, we got to do that one. That's
we
insane.
already did,
But
or Joe and I
Matt,
did.
I do recommend you watch four. You will enjoy that one. And
How
a
does six
lot.
compare?
Six
Honestly,
sucks.
I think six is better after seeing five. Six is horrific, but
Well,
six is
also
honestly
because
better, I think.
Donald Pleasance died during filming six, right,
Yeah,
Alec?
yeah. And the
And they
Weinsteins took it over, so they were like a nightmare to work with, I guess. So there's a
yeah.
director's cut, and then there's the producer's cut, and there's all this like controversy about
I'm
like,
sure it would have been better if Donald Pleasance didn't pass away during the end of the filming, and they just had to cut it together, like you
Yeah.
yeah.
know.
It's more of a train wreck than this one, but it's better. It's more fun because this one's just kind of like a repeat of the fourth one, but like just way worse. And the
Yeah, this one
characters are
just
way
like there
worse.
wasn't a plot.
Yeah,
You're
It
just
it's
watching
sucks.
things happen.
yeah, it's probably the worst one. It might be on par with like Resurrection, Eric. Like it's really
Yeah,
bad.
I think this is just the worst.
Yeah, because like literally nothing they set up matters.
Yeah.
It's
Like
chaos.
they Loomis keeps saying, like, all right, help me find him. And that never really happens. Like,
Yeah.
because the whole time Loomis is like yelling at the girl, like, you can talk to him, like, help me find him, like all this. And then in the ambulance, she's like, how do I help you? And Loomis is like, all right. And then Loomis just walks into the woods and
You can
he's
we could
like,
talk hours
she's
about how
gonna be
bad
at
it
this
is.
house. like,
Listen.
what did you
Yeah,
be
Listen.
yeah,
here for?
yeah.
With
Like, literally,
Alec, with
what was this whole buildup? You could have just sent him a text and been like, here, drop a pin. Like, this is where you'll be. Like,
it's
what?
insane.
Like, that scene was just like, oh my God, are we really doing this? Like,
Yeah.
he just
I've
like walks
seen
to the woods and it was like, come to this house.
with Alec, I've seen a lot of shitty movies, a lot of
Yeah.
shitty horror movies, but to have the brand Halloween have this big of a piece of shit movie is just a slap in the face to Michael Myers. Like
Yeah.
this movie's a
Well, I
piece of
did want
shit.
to ask because you guys have seen all the others.
Yeah.
This seems um in all, like, how often do you see him without his mask? Because you see him twice in this movie without it.
One, you see him without his mask. You see him in the Halloween 2018, the back of his head without his mask.
Yeah,
In Halloween Kills or Ends, he's without his mask for a bit, but not often. Not often. And
because
that's the
this is
thing.
like
It's
he
like
just
Kenny. It's like Kenny in South Park. We bring up South
yeah
Park again. You don't see him without his, but you've seen him. And at that in the bigger, longer, and uncut movie, you see him for the first time, like full frontal Kenny.
yeah
So seeing Michael, the big reveal in the first one is seeing him without his mask, and we never see that actor again, ever.
yeah
He never looks like that again.
yeah.
So
Like it was so like when he's in the house with the hermit, it's just like,
it's
oh,
so
that's
bad.
some guy named Tom.
Yeah.
Like it just was so unscary.
Yeah, and it's
Like
so stupid when they do the close up on his tear. His face looks like a perfect. It looks like on any of our faces. It's like that
yeah,
face should look
exactly.
fucking disgusting, you
Yeah,
know?
he
Yeah,
got blown up just like Loomis. Like, what are we
Yeah, and he's
doing?
just like this. He's like manicure or whatever. Like he just had a facial and it's like a tear. It's perfect. It's
right.
so lame.
It's just like I
Um,
moisturize.
Another part that I laughed out loud so hard at too is towards the end-ish when Loomis is at that like big Halloween party. They're doing that whole, it's like right around the Cookie Woman scene. And there's that other little girl that looks like Jamie and he just grabs her and she's like, ah! And then the
Yeah,
cop comes in, he's like, Dr. Loomis, what are you doing?
yeah,
And he's just like, where is she? And it's like,
yeah.
the little girl is probably gonna be scared for like the next like
She's
week
gonna
about
go home, complain to her parents. The parents are gonna call PTO. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
whole disaster.
But also, like, that whole house party confused me because the blonde girl is there, then she dies, then
Yeah.
Tina shows up and was like, we got the house to ourselves. Then the party happens, and there's like this old lady in a wheelchair
Yeah,
there.
that was weird. I don't
Like,
know what that was.
why? It made it look like it was a totally different house.
You gotta let it
That
go,
old
Matt.
lady
You guys
shot.
gotta let it go. You
No,
guys gotta let it go.
I thought the same thing, Matt. I was like, that must have been like the director, like, oh, we should put like Nancy in the shot. It'd be funny. And then it's just like, this is actually, it hurts the movie because they're like,
It
what
was the
the
same guy
fuck?
that was like, close the door.
This guy's just ruining
Dude,
the
that
movie.
scene, we gotta play that. I gotta get that clip. Yeah, that's
that
nuts.
that scene was so funny. But yeah, that old lady was just like, "Wait, are you guys in somebody's house? Are you in a retirement home? Like, where are we? What
Yeah,
happened? Is that blonde girl dead upstairs? Because there's like 1,000 people in this house and nobody has found her yet. And then you
right.
find her in the attic, but it was just like, what was the point of it?
It's really confusing. And then at the end, he does what he does in like every Halloween movie, but it turns into like his like collage of all of the dead bodies are like falling perfectly. And they're like, oh my God. But the one thing I genuinely don't even have a remote answer for, and maybe you do, Eric, but there's a part where the cops are like, Michael Myers just like dug up a 9-year-old's body or something like that. And then
Yeah,
Loomis is like, you're 9 years old. Like, what do you think he's gonna do with you? And I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like he dug up a 9-year-old's
yeah,
body and
doesn't
they like
show it.
right, they don't show it, they just brush past it and it never comes back. And I was like,
I
what?
could,
But
I
it
don't know.
also
My
like
own,
it came up twice. They were like, Loomis, they need you down at the graveyard.
Yeah.
And he goes, and then he comes back. He's like
And
7
they never, there's no
like,
scene that shows that. They never talk about it again.
he is a grave robber. He's stolen
But
headstones
why
before.
her? Why a random 9-year-old?
I,
It's so
I,
fucking weird. Like
the
that.
movie, this movie sucks, guys.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
why are we talking about it still?
It's fun. It's fun to rip it apart. Yeah, the music's bad, the acting's bad, the story's bad, the kills are pretty bad.
The intro's bad. Like the fourth one had a great, beautiful
Yeah,
establishing
fall.
shot. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like this movie just really messed up.
I know. I'm trying to think of one positive about it.
Cookie
you
Woman.
don't
It
even
was
see what happened to
hilarious.
Max, the dog.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a puppet, and you're like, that's so
There's
clearly a
honestly
puppet.
not a lot positive to say about this movie.
I think
Maybe
the
the
only
rake kill with that boyfriend who's also Michael or whatever cleaning his car.
That's
That was good and he's twitching
that
and stuff.
I was
That
just
was a
to
good
get the
kill.
words out of my mouth. That was the only cool scene.
yeah.
Like, you drag the rake across this guy's car. You've got personal investment in it. Guy comes out and he just like wrecks him in the face. And I also think that the guy did a really good job dying.
Yeah,
Like
no, that was good. No, he's
the way he
twitching.
like
Yeah.
exhaled, and I was like, all right, that was like a solid kill.
Hmm.
That
What do
was it. That was what,
you,
23 seconds?
what do you guys think about the cats in the barn randomly? Like, oh, there's a bunch of kittens. But here's the best part. they're not from the same mother because one of them was black and one of them was like orange. And I'm like, so someone just got a bunch of kittens and put them in a barn
Yeah. Also,
randomly.
just like
Sure.
spatial recognition. Why is this house across the street from a barn?
Yeah.
And you're just like, what? It felt like a Dragon Ball Z. Like there's always just a desert right nearby. It was just like, oh, there just happens to be a barn that's completely available to get murdered in.
Yeah. And they're like, all right, now let's go skinny dipping by the lakes. You're like, I don't know where the fuck we are anymore. So yeah.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
never showed the lake.
Yeah.
No, like
Uh,
that wasn't a thing.
last thing, and then I guess we can probably wrap up here. But it's so funny too because the Michael Myers house is so iconic from the first one. It is like,
It's not the
and
same
I've
house.
been to it. It's in Pasadena. Like I've taken pictures. Like it is like a museum basically. People love it. That is not the Myers house in this movie.
Right.
They don't even try. It's like
Yeah.
blue. It's got like a widow's peak thing. You're like, this is
You might
not
as
even
well
close.
have recasted Loomis at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think he just wanted to be a part of it. He loved doing
oh,
these.
he loved getting that check,
It's crazy,
baby.
Matt. Yeah, I'm documentaries. Like the first one, he's like, "What is this trash? I don't want to be part of this." He was there for like 3 days, and then by this point, he was like, "I will do these till I die." He was like,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
He's the
Cookie
only
woman.
person that's really consistent throughout the entire
Yeah.
series. Basically, I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis kind of comes and goes, but Donald Pleasance is like, "I'm in it for the long run." So.
Right. Yeah.
So they're like, we're gonna get as close to killing you in every movie, and then somehow it's like he had a stroke, he blew up, like he gets like his fucking chest sliced open with a
Yeah.
machete, like, but he's fine.
Yeah, exactly. He just keeps, yeah, he's like literally got half a face. He's on a cane. His chest is
He's
open.
my
He's like, oh,
patient.
perfectly
He's my
fine.
patient.
It's his whole life. His entire life is Michael, and it's like I feel like he's done more damage to you than he's done to like anyone else because of like
Yeah.
he's taken your life over, dude.
You're the real victim in this.
50 years of just like Michael. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Well, I'm glad you watched this one with us though, Matt, because it's like it's funny. It's a funny movie.
Yeah, it's definitely just like a very bad movie. And like there's just it is, I think had this movie been like a standalone, it would have been unwatchable. But since you're constantly being like, really, this in a Halloween movie, it gives you that motivation to like get through it.
If you guys feel this way about Halloween, you should see the Hellraisers because these are like the Godfather compared to the Hellraiser sequels. So like if
What
you
you're
like
talking about, you want to pitch that right now?
all the Hellraiser movies we're covering right now, I think this is the last day. So today's the last day, but we've covered every Hellraiser movie leading up to Halloween. But it's the same thing. It's like the word Hellraiser, and you see the first four, you're like, damn, these are pretty solid. And then by the like ninth, you're just like, I can't believe this is even like has the title. It's so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Halloween 5.
Eric, I'm
Honestly,
telling
it
you,
really kills the
if
brand.
you
I don't need
guys
to watch
no, I'm just
Hellraiser
saying
9.
watching this and then watching like Hellraiser 8 or 9 or whatever, you'll be like, I can't believe how good
This
Halloween
is
5
Scorsese.
is.
This is
Yeah,
Scorsese.
like, it's that crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've only ever seen like one or two of the Hellraisers, and I'm just like, it's a sex cult? Like
I'm with you, Matt. I'm with you, Matt.
The
Yeah.
first four are worth watching, and then after that, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Matt, dude, Jesus Christ. Happy
Yeah.
Halloween. Thank you so much for coming on here and covering this with us. We only got a couple more to go with the Halloween movies. Oh, yeah, I guess we'll do this now. Yeah. But yeah, so thank you, Matt. Thank you guys. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. Thank
Happy
you all so much.
Halloween.
It's always a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Matt.
I think we talked about this last time. I gotta see, I must be at like double digits with my features on here.
I
We talked
counted
about you in our
them.
500th episode. We were like, our 5 year anniversary thing. I was like, you're top three of our
Yeah.
guests, Matt. Top
Me and
three.
Dominic, probably.
And Joe Testa, but like he kind of doesn't count because he might as well be a co-host at this point,
Yeah.
especially with these Hellraisers out. Like,
Oh yeah. Joe's probably been on like 50 episodes, but yeah, no, dude, you're definitely you and Dominic are like neck and neck. So, dude, it's always a pleasure to have you on. Love even for movies you've never seen or heard of. You always bring such a fun, energy to everything. So, thank you,
I'm
dude.
sorry. I'm sorry you watched this one. I really feel
Yeah,
bad.
I only did it for you guys, and I was definitely thinking like, oh, I know Eric's a huge fan, so I'm excited to watch this. So, I'm glad you guys always I try to pick movies when you give me the options. I do try to pick a movie that I haven't seen yet. Um, you know, because it is more fun to go into this with you guys from that perspective. So I appreciate you always having me on. Thank you so much.
And bro, if you watch Halloween 4, you will hate this movie even more. I
All right, I'll
guarantee.
watch it tonight.
And if you watch Halloween 6, you'll definitely hate this one even more too.
All
Love it.
right.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening into our Oh wait, no, Eric, we're gonna spin the wheel. What are
Oh
we
yeah,
doing? Oh my
shit. I
God.
don't know if I have. I don't. I'm just gonna. I don't have this fully filled out, but spinning. Let's see what's closest to. What's this?
Oh, don't bring.
Bring her back. Bring
Oh,
her
bring
back.
it. Hell yeah. This is the good one. This is creepy. This is a new one. So I'm excited to talk about this. All right. Well, everybody, thank you very much for listening into our discussion on Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Happy Halloween. And we'll
Happy
see you.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We'll see you on
Happy
Monday
Halloween.
for Don't Bring Her Back or Bring Her Back. Bring Her back. We'll
Bring
see.
her back.
Bring her back.
Woo!